Beautifully hit. Right off the middle of the bat. That's one place you don't want to be on this whacker wicket, is short. It's none for 15.
Good spell by McDermott and Doddermate in these conditions. Very, very warm.
Yeah, and well taken. He's a great athlete, Craig McDermott, and he showed just what a good athlete on that occasion, taking a good catch in the left hand.
Oh, John White would be a little bit unlucky. Hit that pretty well. He was sitting straight down the ground. Was pitched it off stump. He tried to whip it straight down. McDermott threw out the left hand, caught it as clean as a whistle. Superb reflexes, a fine athlete. So right out, caught and bowled McDermott for 13. It's 1 for 27. Tony Doddermate not getting a lot of swing this afternoon.
Well, that's a beautiful shot. Really elegantly played. It really wasn't a half volley. It was just short of a length outside off stump, and he played it away off the back foot. What a glorious way to open. Oh, he's hit that beautifully straight back down the ground. Into the fence it goes. Well, he looks like a man in a hurry. It's going to be Stephen Waugh to continue with his medium paces. Oh, he's dropped him. That would have been a pretty good catch. Dean Jones normally takes those. It may have come in a hurry to him, but the truth of the matter is he's got good hands, and he got both of those hands to this one.
What a beautiful shot. Effortless. Just went on that one and fired it away through the vacant area, wide of mid-off.
It's nicely timed.
Another really good shot. Quick outfield, down to the fence it goes.
Jones brings up his 50. It's well played. Big crowd enjoying this knock. 1 for 116. Conditions perfect as Taylor continues. Great shot.
That was a magnificent shot.
Looking at his arm, he's standing there, but too late. Umpire McConnell's got his finger up.
Well, Crowe is very disappointed, and I think we'll probably find that the ball did hit the batsman on the arm. Let's see if you can see where the ball hits here. This is a slightly different angle. Down it goes. He goes on to the sweep. It hits the area above the glove. It's a huge appeal from the wicketkeeper and indeed the bowler, and up go the umpire's fingers. Now see if you can pick it from this end. Or it's the... There we are, clearly on the arm, and despite that fact, the umpire decided that it hit him on the glove.
Jeff Crowe.
Michael Whitney from the causeway or river end.
And that's out, straight down his throat. So he's out for a duck. That's Crowe number 2, Jeff. Played that one straight to mid-on. It was really a dolly, and his tough time with the bat continues.
Just trying to work the ball. It was just a little chip. We saw him get caught at Melbourne at mid-wicket. He's repeated the dose here at Perth. He's out caught. There's 2 wickets for 1 run. And all of a sudden, things looking good for Australia again. So Jeff Crowe out, caught at mid-on without scoring. 3 for 1, 3 4. New batsman is Deepak Patel. He joins Jones.
A shout of catch it. Greg Dyer will be wondering if he could have made the extra yard there. Andrew Jones will be wondering if this is going to be his day, because he's just made his highest score in limited overs internationals. The previous best 64 against India in Bangalore in the World Cup.
Peter Taylor to continue. He's bowled 6 overs, 1 for 27.
Oh, sounds like a terrific nick. Now, Deepak Patel doesn't seem very pleased about it, but there was an enormous noise.
There's only one other thing that could have happened there, and that is if Deepak Patel had hit Greg Dyer's gloves. That didn't happen, and the noise certainly was the sound of bat hitting ball from our point of view. So he's out for 3, and New Zealand are now in the 31st over, 4 for 146.
That's safe and beautifully played. Good striker of the ball, Tony Blaine. Difficult chance to Dean Jones earlier, now to David Boone.
Well, they play Australian rules football down in Tasmania. I'm not sure whether David played much of it, but he had to get up and try and grab the big mark there above his head.
Craig McDermott to continue. He's coming in from Causeway End.
It's a full toss, got him. Straight to mid-wicket. It's amazing how often those full tosses get wickets in one-day cricket.
Once again, Craig McDermott amongst the wickets. Attempted Yorker. He just hit it straight to Alan Border. It was a full toss. Border takes the catch, and McDermott picks up Wayne, who played very well for his 16. He only faced 27 deliveries. 5 for 177.
Stephen Waugh is now being brought back into the attack. Great catch. David Boone, having dropped one, he's going to latch onto this one. I tell you what, that could have gone through him. It was smashed away at him. He took the catch, and that brings to an end what has been an outstanding innings. Jones out for, would you believe it, 87.
Yes, the Devil's number, hit it well, and Boone took a great mark at mid-wicket. It was well struck. Boone, who's got one before there off Jones, in almost the same position, took a great catch at the end of a fine innings. New Zealand 6 for 189.
Hadley has called, Bracewell hasn't responded, and he's out. Bracewell not watching his partner, not listening to the call. He was watching the fieldsman.
Well, watch this. This is absolutely brilliant. Beautifully struck. Hadley's call. Border saves, first of all, a certain boundary, and then throwing on his knees. Bracewell certainly not backing up. He's caught 2 or 3 paces short. Dyer did the job. So Bracewell out for 4. New Zealand 7 for 203. So Dodemaide bowling now from the river end.
Getting underneath that, Peter Taylor. And a comfortable catch for him. So the danger man is gone. Once again, it is Tony Dodemaide who has struck.
A big hit down the ground. Dodemaide enticed him into the attempt to hit straight. Pitch leg stump. Opened up the face. Too much bottom hand. In the air a long time, and also coming out of the light into the shadows, 2 of the pylons. A good catch there from Taylor. Hadley out for 23. New Zealand 8 for 219 in the 48th.
Stu Gillespie rushing to the crease, trying to get every ball possible for New Zealand, make sure that they get the full 50 overs. That's well placed by Gillespie. The boundary, a much needed boundary for New Zealand. Could be trouble here if Porter hits, and he has. So 2 deliveries and no runs in the last over. That's good work by the Australian skipper.
Inspirational stuff. Now he does it again. Dodemaide delivers this one. Border on his left, that's his good hand, but he's unbalanced, and that wasn't easy. You're looking at just centimetres to aim at, falling away. So New Zealand 9 for 228. So what will he do? Will he go for broke? Will he have a look, try and work it around? Perhaps if he does take a single and give Snedden the strike, that would be their best chance. 91 one-day internationals.
Snedden was thinking about it, trying to get down there somehow or other. Stephen Waugh was too quick for him at backward point.
He's running out of time. 2 deliveries left. He might as well go for it now. Wicket's not going to make any difference. If he can, in fact, connect and launch one into the vacant area beyond the bowler.
This time he'll get the single and give Martin Snedden a crack at the last delivery. So that's a competitive score for New Zealand. 9 for 230, plus anything they get off the last ball. And that's nicely picked off by Martin Snedden. He's found a gap, and they'll be looking for 3, I'm sure. No, they're not going to challenge Craig McDermott's arm. So it's 9 for 232 for New Zealand off their 50 overs.
So 233 to win for the Australians. That now is not an insurmountable target because this is a fast outfield and a very, very good pitch. And conditions are just about ideal. Bill Laurie is in the commentary box, and alongside him, a West Australian resident, Rodney Marsh.
Thank you, Richie. Good evening, all. Oh, wow, there's a chance gone begging, and he really snatched at it. And a great delivery, but Tony Blaine, he pays a weak bye off the pad. I don't know where it came from, but it certainly took off, and Blaine got nowhere near it.
Well, they're all runs. And I think that might be a very good decision from umpire Baylash.
That's beautifully played. That's 4 runs. There's a good hooker and puller. Had to be a fraction short. Hunter square leg, he whips it away. Chatfield continues. And there it goes. Not to gully, but certainly the 3rd or 4th slip. And it's 4 runs. That's the penalty you pay for having a defensive catcher rather than an attacking one. It's beautifully struck. Probably got a hand to that. Racing away towards the mid-off boundary. And David Boone timing the ball beautifully on the front foot. Brings up a boundary, 31 without loss.
Now it's to be Stu Gillespie. He's brought over specially for this series. That's a good shot. If the bowler happens to stray down leg side, then it's the batsman's job to take advantage of it. You can't do the job in any better fashion than Boone did just then. I think that should be the last one Gillespie bowls there. We're only into the 13th over, so he's not permitted any more than the 2 men outside the fielding circle. Martin Snedden has been brought on to replace Ewan Chatfield. Good spell from Ewan Chatfield. 6 overs for 14. I'd have thought Martin Snedden would have learned a little from watching Stu Gillespie and the way David Boone dealt with him. That went in the air, but it also went very, very fast. It split the gap between Jeff Crow at short cover and John Wright is the man out at.
Away she goes. Beautiful shot. Down there is a man, but he's bisected the fieldsman. 1 bounce over the fence for 4. They really are wasting their time bowling in that area to David Boone.
Well, that's not the first time we've seen that shot played today from David Boone.
Martin Snedden has been taken off and John Bracewell is coming on.
He's hit that one away square and beautifully taken. David Boone can't believe it. Deepak Patel is the fieldsman.
Smashed that away. It was beautifully struck. Hits with the spin. Beautifully picked up by Deepak Patel. Long way to his left, a diving catch, and that one will go into the classic catches. There's no doubt about that. So David Boone departs 44 runs, Australia 1 for 78.
Australia chasing 233 for victory. And gone. Caught at mid-on. So John Bracewell doing the job for his skipper. And also the fielders giving him terrific support. On that occasion, it was Philip Horn, the substitute fieldsman at mid-on, who has caught Jeffrey Marsh.
Jeff Marsh moving down the wicket to drive. Bottom hand taking over. And just succeeded in lofting that ball to the very safe hands of Phil Horn. He's an excellent fielder, Horn. Bracewell's an excellent competitor. So he's out for 24 of 67 deliveries. Australia now 2 for 81 in the 22nd over.
The skipper is at the crease. And he's playing in his 161st one-day international. More than anyone else in world cricket. And he's out there replacing Jeffrey Marsh. Oh, and that kept low. Big shout, and he's been given. Big shout there from Richard Hadley. And Border was taking off for the leg by. Umpire Robin Bailage had a good long look and decided that one was going to hit the stumps.
It must have hit his pad. And the ball certainly didn't bounce. And it certainly did hit his pad. Or the area just above that pad, but his left leg was bent in attempting to play that pull shot. So a big blow for Australia. The captain, Alan Border, dismissed for 3. And Australia now 3 for 84.
And he's knocked it on. Michael Valletta has got an underneath edge and dragged it back onto the stumps. So Bracewell and Hadley doing a double job on Australia here.
Michael Valletta attempting to run this one down the third man. And the reason I think he did drag that one back on was the ball came back into Valletta off the seam, which meant it became too close for him to cut. And caught the inside edge. Valletta's out for 7. Australia lose their 4th wicket in the 28th over at 102.
Richard Hadley with 2 wickets to his name. And he'll be facing Steve Waugh. Waugh coming in at the fall of Mike Valletta's wicket. Big shout from the New Zealanders. And Richard Hadley, who had the feeling he might be just slightly distressed. I don't know whether it's the heat or not. But before that delivery, he just seemed to be taking a lot of deep breaths. Felt that he may be just a fraction distressed. But now it's Australia who are in distress.
Yes, it may have been the fact that it was a no ball that distressed him, the previous delivery. But this one, just a very faint edge. It didn't deviate at all. And Tony Blaine did the rest. Very happy Richard Hadley. A despondent Stephen Waugh. He's out for a duck. And Australia now 5 for 105 and in real trouble.
Well, there's a roar. The crowd goes up. They don't mind if it comes off a thin edge or a thick edge, as long as it gets down into those billboards.
And this is going to be an opportunity for these two to try and claw Australia back. 7.53 required at the moment.
I was surprised he thumped the ground to start. I'm not even certain he should have been sliding away there to try and make the stop. Well, you won't have to worry anymore, because that's a good sharp catch there by Philip Horn, who's on as substitute, and Australia all but gone.
Deepak Patel, his off spinners. There he goes, and he beats the man at square leg. Beautifully placed. There's 3 men on the onside on the fence. And he beat the man that was placed in a deep sweep.
An asking rate of 9.5. That's the situation for Australia. They've got the current run rate up to just 4. But while Jones is there, there's still a chance. And that's beautifully played. Good timing and tremendous placement. Out. Straight down mid-on's throat. And the skipper is there, Geoffrey Crowe, and takes a very comfortable catch. Jones and Peter Taylor were just starting to right the ship for Australia.
This will maybe something happened. I wouldn't think that Ewan Chatfield changed his strategy too much, but the walk around in the field, the chat, probably just made Peter Taylor think a little bit. He's out for 17 runs. Australia now 7 wickets down for 183.
Craig McDermott comes to the crease to join Dean Jones. Beautiful hit. That's up into the new stand almost.
And have a look at this one for a hit. That one has certainly stayed hit. It's almost cleared the top of the side screen into the sand pit. And that's at the base of the new southern stand. That's a huge hit. Certainly taken the pressure tap off a little for the Australians.
And mid-off coming around. And he's taken a great catch. Leaping high there. It looked for a moment as though that ball was going to get over the top of Deepak Patel's head. But he has taken a great catch. In fact, that's his second great catch tonight.
The Kiwis are growing great catches, win matches, and they don't come much better than this one. A huge hit. Perhaps deserved to be a 6, but the right arm at full extension grabbed that one. It was the soft palm. The impact was just right, and what a great catch to Deepak Patel. Australia now 8 for 198.
Tony Dodemaide will be at the non-striker's end. Once again, they have crossed on the catch, and what a brilliant catch it was too. Big hit, 6.
That hasn't just cleared the inner fence, but the outer fence. That was a huge hit. Up and under, over the short white fence. That's the boundary line, and almost into the big one.
Another boundary. I think that Jeff Crowe really has to try and keep Dodemaide on strike for a couple of balls. And there's trouble at the bowler's end, and he's hit, and Dean Jones has run out. He doesn't know it, but he's been given out. A magnificent hit, a direct hit. There was no one at the stumps at the bowler's end, so the New Zealand fieldsman had to hit the stumps. Dean Jones' marvellous innings has come to an end.
A brilliant knock. 92 runs, a standing ovation. He's thrilled the crowd here at the Wacker as he leaves. But bad luck for the Australians, and this game still wide open. 9 Australian wickets down now. And that brings Mike Whitney to the crease. Let's watch it again. Dodemaide in their enthusiasm to back up Dean Jones, been sent back. It was Dodemaide's. Was in fact Dodemaide's call. The umpire has given him out. It all happened very much in a hurry. Great throw by Crowe.
So Michael Whitney comes out. Dodemaide will be looking for the single. In fact, he goes for a bit more than that. He's going to get 2. So it's Whitney on strike, and Australia need 8 runs for victory from 6 balls. So 6 balls to come from Martin Snedden. Michael Whitney is going to be on strike, and I really think that if I was the skipper now, I would be trying to keep Michael Whitney on strike for certainly a couple of balls. 8 runs off 6 balls. And Whitney will get 2. And in fact, Dodemaide going for 3. Brilliant running by Dodemaide.
Brilliant running by Dodemaide. Bad misunderstanding by the New Zealanders. Chatfield escorted that one down a fine leg. He should have, in fact, let Martin Crowe go. That's well hit. Turn of the wrists. Beats Chatfield inside the circle. But Chatfield, a misunderstanding. He should have let Martin Crowe pick that one up, head with the momentum and have a shy pressure right on. So Martin Snedden with the ball. And he, believe me, he is under a heap of pressure.
They could get 3 again. Martin Crowe has it. I think Dodemaide will opt to keep the strike. So they really have got it down in their favour now. 3 runs required. And there are 4 balls to be bowled. And they've got the right man on strike. Dodemaide is on strike. Off the pads, but there was just a little inside edge. Plenty of advice coming from the outer. Fortunately, the batsman in the middle can't hear that. Two runs required. But Whitney really needs to get bat on ball here, get a single, then Australia are assured of a point. And then it's up to Dodemaide to get them home to victory. But a point is the first thing that they're working for. In the air, and could be caught. Bracewell. Now, why would Michael Whitney try and do that? The New Zealanders must be absolutely relieved at that. Fantastic finish there. What a week it's been for Michael Whitney. The ecstasy of Melbourne, now the agony of Perth.
So New Zealand won by 1 run. A terrific effort from them. They played some wonderful cricket. Their fielding stood up to the test. What about those 2 catches from Deepak Patel?